Alright guys, you may have seen the video where the woman was in front of me driving slow. I blew the horn. She gonna just ignore me because she's driving a cheap Mercedes, and she turns out she was a person that does the DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever they call it. Well, I'm just talking about her driving. The thing what tripped me out was she got inside. The man handed her the food for her to take to whoever she's supposed to be taking it to. She reached up with her left hand and go to scratching her head. You know how urban females, they don't like to wash their hair, but maybe once a month. So she's up there just digging all in the head, scratching the hair, and then take the same finger and stick it into the bag and start looking for stuff. And I'm thinking, she's scratching her head, and if somebody had some French fries or whatever they sell at Chick-fil-A, whatever was on her finger has now dropped on people's fries. And I said to myself, this is the reason, that is the reason why I don't want anybody to deliver my food to me. But you know, a lot of people, they don't worry about stuff like that. They don't worry about germs. You know, they don't worry about stuff like that. And her Mercedes is the cheapest Mercedes you can buy. SUV, the GL, whatever the else, 250. That is the cheapest. But they, you know, they feel like they up class because they driving a Mercedes. When I was growing up, we didn't have Mercedes SUVs. What we had was, we had black people who would go out and buy, what is it? They didn't call them C, they call them E190s. They go out and buy E190. And I had a little bit more respect for a person who bought an E190 2.6. But I had no respect for a person who went out and bought an E190 2.3. That just completely cheap. But anyway, I look at that GL, whatever the else, 250 the same way I look at people driving 190. Yeah, you driving a Mercedes, but you driving the cheapest Mercedes that they make. So you don't get any points from me. You don't get any respect from me. And she definitely don't get any respect from me. Scratching her head and take the same finger. Also, when I go to a fast food place and they tell me it's to here or to go, I tell them it's to go. Right? Why? Even if I'm going to eat there, I tell them it's to go. Because those trays, they never wash those trays. They take those trays. Sometimes they might change the little plastic, the paper liner or whatever. A lot of times they will put the tray down, never wash it, grab it, throw a sheet on top and hand it to put your food on it. So I showed it to the manager. I picked the tray up and there's crumbs all on the bottom of the tray. But again, that's the reason why I don't, when I go to fast food place, I tell them to go. If I'm gonna eat there, I take the bag. And some people might say, well, the bag, how do you know the bag is clean? Well, it ain't got crumbs on it. It ain't got grease on it from the last person who wastes grease or whatever on it. So to me, it makes me feel better, you know, eating off a bag than it would eating on that doggone greasy, crummy tray. But anyway, this is Dre, and no, I'm not losing my mind. It just is easy for me to make a loop to pull into the parking spot. Anyway, y'all have a good day.